Stocks versus real estate. Which one will make you richer? In this video, we're going to reveal the shocking truth. In a world where every dollar counts and retirement goals loom large, knowing where to invest your money can make all the difference. So which investment powerhouse truly deserves your hard-earned cash, stocks or real estate? Today, I'm going to be throwing these two financial giants into the ring for an epic cage match to see which one can help you reach financial freedom more effectively and faster. For example, did you know that 90% of self-made millionaires own real estate, but yet 71% of all retirement assets are tied up in the stock market? This is the ultimate battle between the ease and the accessibility of stocks and the wealth-building power and tax advantages of real estate. I'm going to break it all down, barriers to entry, rate of return, tax benefits, and those sneaky hidden fees on both sides of the cage that nobody really talks about with both stocks and real estate. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of which asset class can help you, no matter where you're starting from, build and protect your wealth. So grab your popcorn because this no-holds-barred cage match is about to get intense. And if you don't want to miss out on future battles just like this one, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for future notifications. Hey there, my name is Ryan D. Lee, a non-traditional financial strategist. I started my investing journey like many of you, maxing out my 401k and chasing stock market gains. But after the 2008 crash, I shifted gears and ventured into the world of real estate. I've experienced the highs and the lows in both markets. And today, I'm going to be putting all my experience on the table to help you decide which investment is right for you. So let's step into the cage and see who wins this epic showdown of real estate versus stocks. So to set the stage, in the left corner, we have the stock market, boasting 71% of all retirement funds being allocated in some form or fashion to the stock market. It's the go-to choice for millions of Americans thanks to its ease of access and hands-off nature. And in the right corner, we have real estate, the asset class that 90% of all self-made millionaires own and swear by. While often seen as a riskier and harder to get into asset class, it has the potential to deliver a big return and powerful tax benefits. So which asset class will come out on top for your retirement dollars? Let's find out.
It's time! Round one. Fight!
Round one, barrier to entry. Let's start off by discussing the barrier to entry in either asset class. Investing in the stock market is like joining a gym. With a free membership, anyone can do it. You can start with just a few bucks, and in many cases, your employer, they'll even give you a match to match your contributions to your retirement account. It's a low-cost, low-effort way to dip your toes into the world of investing and preparing for the future. Real estate, though, is more like entering an elite fight club versus a free membership inside of a gym. You need cash for a down payment, good credit, and a solid strategy. There's no auto deduct option from your paycheck, and your employer is not going to be matching your contributions to buy a piece of real estate. You've got to come prepared to make every move count. So round one clearly goes to the stock market. It's easy to get in and it's easy to get started, and often just getting started is one of the most important steps to reaching your big goals like retirement.
Round two. Fight!
Now in round two, this is where the gloves are going to come off a little bit because we're talking rate of return, and this is where both asset classes are going to put it all on the line to see which one can help you grow your money faster and more effectively. The stock market offers an average return of about 7 to 8% per year. This means that if you invest $100,000, your money could double in about 9 to 10 years thanks to the rule of 72. That's pretty solid, right? But here's the kicker. Most people think their account will grow at the same rate as the stock market. If the market does 8, they expect to be getting 8 inside of their account. But that's not exactly how it works. There are hidden fees, sneaky fees that Wall Street don't want you to think about. Management fees inside of stock market funds can range anywhere from 1% on the low end all the way up to 3 to 4% on the high end. And these seemingly small percentages can wipe out a significant portion of your returns over a long enough period of time. For example, if the stock market does 7% and you're paying a 2% management fee, your net return is just 5%. It's not the 7% that the market does, it's what's left over after the management fees come out, 5%. Over 40 years, this can make a massive difference. Let's say that you save $20,000 a year for the next 40 years, expecting a 7% return every single year on average in the market. Your total would grow to about $4.2 million. That's retirement on autopilot. But with a 2% fee, you'd end up with only $2.4 million. That's a 42% reduction in your nest egg, all due to the small fees of a 2% management fee. Imagine losing nearly $2 million, not just in fees, but in lost opportunity cost and compounding.
Oh, come on!
Now let's see what's possible with the asset class of real estate. We'll focus on a straightforward single-family home for our example. Real estate shines with both appreciation and cash flow being available in the same asset class. While the long-term appreciation rate of real estate averages around 5.4%, it's the cash flow that gives this asset class an edge. Let's say you have a property appreciating at 5.4% annually and generating $1,000 a month in rental income. Over 40 years, your property portfolio with just one single-family home would grow in value to $1.9 million, accounting for all of the appreciation and all of the cash flow that you received during that time frame. Now, here's where we have to be very, very clear though on how real estate works in comparison to the stock market. There are just as many seemingly hidden fees inside of real estate. You have property management expense, you have vacancy, and you have repair. So you have to fully understand how to deduct those expenses when forecasting your real net profit inside of the game of real estate. In the example I just gave you, I assumed that 30% of all collected cash flow over a 40-year period of time went to vacancy, maintenance, and repair. And that's a pretty good estimate. Over a long enough period of time to assume that 30% of all collected cash flow is going to go to vacancy, maintenance, and repair, that's how you hold the property long enough to experience the wealth that real estate can actually create. Now, here's where real estate outshines stocks. Even without additional savings, the dual returns from appreciation and cash flow outpace what you'd get in stocks, especially after fees. If you saved $20,000 a year in the stock market and got a net return of 5%, you'd only end up with $2.4 million. But that's with continuous contributions over that 40-year period of time, assuming you saved $800,000 over 40 years by putting in $20,000 a year consistently over that 40-year time frame. With real estate, you're leveraging a one-time investment and letting cash flow do the heavy lifting. Your effective return on investment when combining appreciation and cash flow can reach over 10%, doubling the stock market net return. But before round two ends, we have to consider the cost of your attention. The stock market is truly passive. You hand over your money and you let it work for you. Someone else is managing your account. You have no control over what the stock market is doing, and you're just hoping over a long enough period of time, the account that you have will go up in value more often than it goes down. But it is very, very passive. Real estate, however, demands more attention. Even if you hire a property manager, you still need to oversee your investments and ensure, as the CEO of your portfolio, that things are working to your favor inside of real estate. So round two, it's a split decision. Real estate takes the lead on returns, but stocks, they win for being very, very hands-off.
Round 3. Fight.
So this brings us into the third and final round. In this round, we're going to be discussing tax advantages and leverage. This is where real estate could deliver the knockout punch. Let's talk about leverage first. With the stock market, your returns are directly tied to how much money you actually invest. If you put in $100,000, your returns are based on $100,000. It's pretty simple, right? But in real estate, you can control a $500,000 property with just $100,000 of your own money. That's the power of leverage. For every dollar that you invest, a bank will lend you $4. This leverage can amplify your returns far beyond what the stock market can offer. Here's a very simple example. If you buy a $100,000 house for cash and it appreciates by 5%, your return on that asset is simply 5%. But if you only put down 20% on that house as a down payment and let the bank finance the rest, and the house still appreciates by 5%, your return on the $20,000 investment is now over 25%. That's the magic of leverage. And here's the kicker. With a fixed rate mortgage, you're paying the bank back with less valuable dollars over time as inflation erodes the value of money. Meanwhile, your property is rising in value and rents are increasing simply because of inflation. With leverage, inflation is actually making you wealthy, allowing you to capture the upside that inflation creates and giving the bank the downside with less valuable dollars on a 30-year fixed mortgage. Leverage lets inflation work for you in real estate instead of against you in the stock markets. Now, let's talk about taxes. In the stock market, you're always paying Uncle Sam, whether it's on capital gains, on dividends, or on withdrawals in tax-deferred accounts like an IRA or a 401k. Taxes are part of the game when you play in the stock market. You're deferring taxes, not eliminating them when you're using an IRA. And that's no guarantee that you're going to be in a lower tax bracket in retirement. Real estate, on the other hand, offers a buffet of tax benefits. Depreciation can offset your rental income. 1031 exchanges will allow you to defer your taxes when selling properties, and when you pass properties to your heirs, shares, you're gonna get a step up in basis to reset the depreciation clock all over again. All of this erases capital gains, minimizes and eliminates taxes. That's like having a secret weapon in your financial arsenal. So in this final round, real estate scores big with tax advantages and leverage, giving it the massive upper hand and allowing it to deliver the knockout punch for the stock market.
KO.
Winner!
The final verdict of this cage match is, it's been an intense match. Both sides have their strengths. Stocks are the winner when it comes to accessibility and ease, but real estate delivers powerful punches with higher returns, tax benefits, and the massive acceleration and amplification of your return using leverage. The real question is this: which asset class aligns with your vision of financial freedom? If you're looking for passive growth and hands-off investing, stocks might be the way for you to go. But if you want control and higher returns and the ability to build wealth through smart leverage, my friends, real estate is the clear heavyweight champion of building financial freedom fast. Whichever asset class you choose, remember the key is to invest with intention and strategy. Make sure every dollar is working for you toward your goal of financial freedom. That's it for today, my friends. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join our community and start your journey to financial freedom, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, rise up and live free.